You are now listening to the Full Sport Press podcast, featuring hosts J-Hove, Jeff, and Weezy. Please enjoy the show.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back and some of you for the first time to the Full Sport Press podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I'm J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Joe.
Weezy in the building. Say what's up, Weezy.
What's going on? What it do?
How's everybody's week, man?
Week was good, brother.
Man, camera's always on. Joe.
Always on.
Better damn know it. My mom said, she said, hey, I was listening to the show. I was watching the show on YouTube. Shout out to youtube.com/Full Sport Press. Shout out to the cameraman. Yeah, sure. I see you. Two thumbs up. We good. Sure. Nah, it's coming up first. Yeah. Anyway, my mom said, you know, you give Jeff some dap. Yeah. Start giving Weezy some dap.
Mama was looking out for me. Since I know him, I'll be looking out for me. You hear me?
So I gotta give you some dap.
Yeah. She fool with me. You hear me?
Yeah. Now my mama bang with you.
Yeah. She fool with me.
It's all right.
Episode 284, man. We are wrapping up the 5th annual NFL Top 7 series with the finale, the Cornerbacks and Safeties.
FSP style.
Always FSP style.
You better damn know it.
Better than believe it.
All right. Sure. Okay.
We appreciate everybody that sent in a list. We really do. Be careful, cameraman.
We all pushed off the camera.
For sure.
We got his insurance card. You hear me? His insurance card.
But no, we appreciate everybody that sent in the list. It was a million list.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Yes.
But it worked.
Thank
this
you.
is the final installment. Thank you.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Thank you.
I got a request. Can we go to top 10 next year?
No.
All right. They said no.
Yeah, for sure.
Best
Best of the week, man. What you got, Weezy?
This week, man, Little League World Series, man. Them boys hitting home runs like crazy, man.
For sure.
I think.
Are they juicing?
I don't know, man.
Are the balls juiced?
Is the field too little?
Can we pause that?
It's probably.
Sure.
Is the field too little? For Williamsport? I'm asking y'all a question. Y'all talking about pause and shit.
No, for sure. No. They have to keep it. Again, evolution. I see where they maybe expand other fields for sure, but nah, man.
Just check some birth tips.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely check some birth tips.
Yeah, man, for real.
Most definitely. What's your best of the week, Joe?
My best of the week literally just happened, man. We got a theme song.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we got a theme song
for sure. For sure.
Yeah, shout out to that.
That's shout out to that. Yeah. My best of the week is Josh Gordon, man. My boy got another chance. Actually, I share this guy with Jeff. Yeah. This is our guy. Yeah. We're rooting for him.
Yeah.
He would be on the top 7 list.
Yeah.
If he was able to maintain.
Just play a season.
Just
hold it.
For real, top 5 talent at the wide receiver position. Does he play in all 16 games this year, Jeff?
He has to.
He literally
at some
has
point,
to.
He's gonna play.
From your mouth to God's ears. I'm rooting for Josh Gordon.
Man.
Most definitely. Worst of the week, Weezy, what you
Worst
got?
of the week, man. Boogie.
Bro, like, that took the life out of me.
Man, when you watch, did you see the video?
Yeah.
When I seen that in the group chat, I said, shit.
I heard.
The video was even worse. It was non-contact.
Non-contact. Yeah, for sure. You think it was the weight loss that did that? Say he lost 25 pounds.
Yeah, and he looked like it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he looked like it. So
he was in big boy shape, too.
Yeah. It's tough, man. I hate that.
I think it's really over.
That was the worst case scenario.
Because that's a whole nother year.
But here's the thing. At least he got an $80 million contract out of it.
Yeah.
IT went through the same situation and didn't sign for anything. I think he got a 40.
Yeah.
So he ate through that bread. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because he was looking for a 180 coming around.
But the Lakers didn't release him or nothing like that.
No. He got a guaranteed 1 year deal.
Yeah, and he's
done for the year.
Done for the year, for sure.
He's done.
Yeah, he's done. For sure.
We will hopefully we'll see him next season.
No. Godspeed, but for sure. What about you, Joe?
Boogie, of course. Yeah. And Sebastian Telfair.
All right, we're gonna share that one. That's easily my worst of the week.
That was tough to watch.
That shit hurt to watch, dog.
That whole shit. I guess I stayed away from the situation. I was like, man, because Bass was one of my favorite.
Man,
like he was a cultural impactful player when he was coming out of high school. Then he took some bad advice. It was just the story's just bad all the way around.
Man,
but if you look how that stuff played out in the courtroom and his wife testified against him, ex-wife, testified against him,
and the mistress,
and the mistress.
Right?
And it's just bad, man.
But here's the thing. I remember listening to Nipsey Hussle's Racks in the Middle. Happy birthday, Nip. It was this week for sure. Nip. Him saying my dog got a 12. That was a sweet deal.
Yeah,
3.5 is a sweet deal. Dog. Yeah, because what he got caught with
could have been 15 plus. Yeah,
somebody was, I don't know. They said that he was caught in the not in the HOV lane, but on the side of the road, in the middle of the road, smoking weed with all those guns.
Yeah, but
come on.
Apparently, he didn't know they were there.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well,
if you say that,
but here's the thing, and not to dwell on this too much.
Right.
The defense was he was moving from Florida to New York because he had just split with his wife.
Yeah.
And the cars were shipped up there, and he never was told those guns were shipped in that truck.
Yeah.
Because they weren't out; they were hidden, and they were in a compartment. And dude just pulled them over and saw the marijuana in the car, and then searched the car and found the guns in the car. They were hidden in a box, locked in a box.
So, they were locked, man. 3.5 though. 3.5.
It could be a lot worse.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse.
Sweet deal.
Godspeed to him as well, man. Damn, Bass.
That
was a horror film, dog.
Oh,
that was a horror film, dog.
That whole court scene, how they broke it down between the woman on stage, on the stand,
on the stand,
her going back and forth with some lady in the crowd, having mouthing words to each other. There was a lot going on.
It's tough.
Let's lighten the mood a little bit. Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Stitcher, Beyond Pod, YouTube, and of course the SoundCloud page to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. And after you do that, check out the On Deck TV Hip Hop Podcast with Animal Brown, Spike Lou, and producer M Extra each and every Wednesday. This week's show is the Port of Miami 2 review episode.
Sure is.
Shout out to Port of Miami 2.
Port of Miami 2. Shout out to Twin. It was his birthday.
Yes, sir.
Happy birthday.
Shout out to Leo.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all,
Leo's,
2 weeks in a row. Jeff last week, Twin this week.
Leo's rule the world.
I don't know
about that.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to him, though, man. Shout out to the guy.
Shine on.
When Obama was in office, we could say that.
Yeah,
Leo too. Shout
out
to August 4th.
Shout out to 44.
Shout out to 44. Fresher than your average podcast. Me and my dog Animal Brown is a self-help fashion podcast directly related to improving everyday fashion. Same great content with a new name. A lot of surprises coming up the pike. I gotta stop saying that. Catch our latest issue. Issue number 51 is up right now, directly for the culture. Hit the hotline, 629-777-5565, and drop a voicemail. Shout out to DP. I know he's listening. He dropped a great voicemail.
Yeah.
We took care of the question that he answered. So, yeah man, shout out to DP.
Very energetic DP.
Oh, for sure. He's having a good day that day.
Yeah, sound like it.
Yeah, follow the show IG page at Fresher Than Your Average Pod. Wear your kicks, man. Cop responsible.
And you can read up on your favorite FSP co-hosts. Purchase your FSP merchandise and catch up on the past episodes from the shows we just mentioned and much, much more. How you do that, you ask Weezy? Simply search www.realvillemedia.com. Tell a friend to support the real.
RMG, most definitely. Jeff, you got 10 good resting seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Let's start the clock.
All right. So last week was SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
So we got our Who You Got results.
Yeah.
Start off with the first match with the Coach Lock special.
Okay.
Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor.
Wasn't the Demon.
It was not the Demon.
And he lost.
He lost bad.
Yeah, for sure.
We all had Bray. And shout out to Bray for making his triumphant return.
Had Bray.
Yeah, he had Bray.
I had Bray Wyatt.
He had Bray Wyatt.
Right, let's move on.
All right. The next match was Becky Lynch versus Natalya for the women's championship. Weezy had Natalya.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Weezy.
Yeah.
Damn it.
He told me I messed up with that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
All right. So then next match was Bayley versus Ember Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, only person that had Bayley.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jay.
So you up 2-0?
Up to
Three.
Yeah,
Boy.
3-1.
I'm 3.
3-1.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. So then Brock versus Seth. Seth won.
Yeah.
All of us got it wrong.
I've heard.
Yeah.
Damn it. Seth.
Yeah.
And what about Kofi?
Kofi versus Randy Orton.
You
Yeah.
don't believe this shit.
Kofi won.
Kofi won.
All of us got it
All of
wrong.
us wrong. Cool.
Shout out to Kobe, man.
Shout out to
Kofi. He
Kofi.
fighting,
Yeah,
dog.
he fighting.
He keep them hands up.
It was a count out win,
Yeah.
but Randy Orton was messing with his family, got a little personal out there. Shout out to
Was
Kofi.
that part of the script?
I didn't look like it, but it definitely,
Shout out to Kofi, man.
That's the best part of it when you can't tell if it's real or not. So shout out to that. And then real quick, Sasha Banks came back on Monday night, turned heel, what she should be. Shout out to Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Sasha
man.
Banks.
Let's take a rest and say,
Yes, sir.
your boys up, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Weezy, get better. Do better. Guess what, guys?
Uh-oh.
Question of the week is back.
Uh-oh.
Hey. Pill edition, Jeff.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. The blue pill.
Ah, shit.
Your favorite NBA team wins the championship 3 years in a row, but will suck for the next 20 years. Okay? The green pill. You're in the NBA, but you're the biggest bust in NBA history and only made $500,000. Okay? The yellow pill. You can teleport, but there's a 1 in 500 chance you die during that teleport.
1 in what?
500. And last but not least, purple pill.
Yeah.
You're a millionaire, but you are forced to root for a team that you hate and live with a person that you hate for the rest of your life.
Ooh.
I gotta go with that first pill. To be
Ooh.
safe. The blue
So I got to
pill.
root for the Gators and the Hurricanes
Right.
in college football
And
and
you-
live with somebody.
That you hate.
Nah, I'm going to go with that first pill.
Your favorite NBA team?
Yeah.
But
3 trips to Atlanta in
yeah.
a week.
Yeah.
In a year. I'm all right.
Yeah.
It's going to work for me.
I'll be the biggest NBA bust in history.
Nah, you
So
don't
you,
know
so you
like
would be
that.
Anthony Bennett.
I would be. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Ola Wakandi.
500,000.
Greg Golden.
I'm cool with that.
Greg Oden made over 500,000.
Biggest bust in NBA history.
Yeah.
That's the only thing about that question is if you're the biggest bust, it means you at least was the number one pick.
But what I'm saying is, but you only made 500,000.
That's what I'm saying. How did you make 500,000? You was
That's
number
just
one
how it
pick?
worked out.
That 500,000 ain't gonna last you.
I sure ain't.
Nah,
Yeah,
you're
but
going to be in the big three in no time.
in no time. Most definitely.
You got, in the social media area, you're gonna be fried.
I know I'll be smoked. Yeah, for sure. But I got to roll with it, man. I definitely ain't teleporting.
Nah, that one in
You gonna
500.
die. That first one safe.
You might die.
That first one was real safe. 3 years?
Yeah.
Buffalo never won that in my life.
You be happy about
Yeah, I'll
that.
take 3 years and that.
Shit, Titan ain't been good in 20 years. I'm good.
It's true.
There are no flags on the field.
Yeah, no.
That's 20. That's 20 years this year.
That's 20 years ago.
Yeah. Hate to see it.
With no flags,
see
yeah.
it. Yeah.
No flags.
Tweet us with questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. And more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend
To tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
that the revolution will be podcasted. And before we get started with the first half, Weezy, do you have a yellow box of Cheerios award recipient for the listeners?
This week's award recipient is Mike Vrabel.
Yes, it is.
Weezy.
Check in. Clock in.
What up, Lock? What you doing? Holla at me. Lock.
Yeah. Clock in. Yeah, boy. All right.
That's good stuff.
All
All
right.
right.
Tennessee Titans head coach Mike Vrabel would do just about anything to win a Super Bowl as a head coach,
Oh, my goodness.
including chopping off his own genitals.
Yeah.
Now, while on Taylor Lewan's podcast, Mike Vrabel revealed that he's willing to pretty fair go in order to hoist the Lombardi Trophy.
Okay.
Lewan asked Vrabel if he would cut his John Brown off to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Vrabel said, looked around first.
Yeah.
I've been married for 20 years. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Lewan responded, but you have 3 rings, he said. And Vrabel responded, yeah, as a player, you guys will be married for 20 years one day. You won't need it.
Oh, boy.
She'd like you to do it anyway. She would ask me, do you want me to do it now? End quote.
Wow.
Your coach loves winning, Weezy.
Yeah.
His wife does not love his John Brown, but that's a good thing. But he is committed to winning. So I would totally respect that guy.
Teach his own, man.
20
That's one of the
years.
things where,
Yeah.
as long as he my coach, he cool. But if he's somebody else coach, he'd be crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. I would love my coach to say that.
Hey, my coach is cool.
Yeah.
And if he plays coach somebody else, and he wild. He is.
Cliff Kingsbury said he's never saw a woman that looked as good as a football. So
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah,
that's tough.
Yeah, he
That's
all
love
football.
right there.
all football.
Yeah, that's
man.
love, yeah.
You better.
He got to come through.
That's a coach right there. That's
That's
a
a
coach. Coach to say stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I need him to call me.
Yeah, no, for sure. You need to find him.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about Kyler Murray.
I know we ain't.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna talk about Kyler Murray.
Wow.
You guys ready to get started the first half?
Yep.
Let's do it.
The first half is underway.
First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I am J Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
I'm Weezy. What it do?
Weezy, where can they find you at on social media?
FSP_Weezy. I'm at Hot Weezy on Twitter. Holla at me.
Holla at me, baby. What about you, Jeff?
Jay Easley 84 across all social media platforms.
Sure, and I am JAIHOV. Have a conversation on Twitter for sure.
Okay.
And it is FSP_cameraman
Now do it, Weezy.
for sure in this area. Most definitely.
I was told to ask on our Twitters, social media,
Yep.
can y'all take a break from social media?
What?
No, I'm just saying, is
Is it possible?
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
Why are we taking a break from social
no, I'm just asking, could you do it? Like,
Yeah,
could you
could.
say, no
Oh,
Twitter?
could we?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
no
yeah,
Twitter, no IG.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It'd be hard
Easy
for me
call.
to do.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Nah, it's
Oh, you he lying
Yeah,
though.
for sure.
Yeah, he
You know what I'm
lying.
saying? I can do it.
Jay,
I could.
Yeah, what's gonna highlight that he lying? 'Cause he can't do it.
Can we kick off the first half? Man?
Oh my god.
Let's do it with some NFL talk. Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott, who's in the final year of his 4-year rookie contract, is looking for a raise. Now, previous reports in June had Prescott seeking a new deal in the $34 million per year neighborhood. Prescott is represented by Todd France of CAA. France is the co-agent of Rams defensive interior lineman and the GOAT Aaron Donald, who became the NFL's first $20 million per year non-quarterback last preseason. The question I have for you guys, is Dak worth $30 to $40 million annually?
I don't think he's worth that much. I think he's a middle tier quarterback, 25, 26, 23 at the most. I mean, at the least. Because he's won a couple playoff games. Man. And he's outplayed his contract. But
he's outplayed his current contract for sure, but
Yeah.
there's no way that Dak Prescott should be in the realm of $20 million per year of anything. I don't think he's.
Well, that's just the going rate.
That's the going rate. I get a
It's
starting
the
quarterback
market.
is 20.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is there's no way in hell I would give him over $20 million. No way. He can take his ass on.
No, if you're the owner of the Cowboys,
Easy.
you're the owner of the Cowboys,
Mhm.
and then if you seen what he done last year, and you say, "Hey, you know what? You give him over $20 million."
No.
you go get somebody else.
I can replace that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Dude, Russell Wilson's the highest paid quarterback, right? I'm cool with giving Russ 35.
Yeah.
He's not better than Russ.
Nope.
Carson Wentz got what? I think 30.
Overpaid.
Overpaid
He
for
definitely
sure.
overpaid.
Dallas has only done 2 real big extensions in our time that we've seen. Dez and DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah.
There's no way that those, and when Dez got paid,
Yeah.
Dez deserved
Dez had to fight for that too.
He had to fight for it.
he had to fight for
DeMarcus
that.
Lawrence, we clearly had him in the top 7.
Correct.
As far as our pass
He didn't fight for
rushers.
it. He just got his.
Yeah, no, for sure. So there's no way Prescott's not even top 10. He's not top 10 in this position.
But
No.
if it's true, he turned
Not
down
even
$30 million. He's nuts.
If he turned down $30 million, he's an idiot.
If that's true, he's
I'm
nuts.
hoping that that's a narrative put out by the Cowboys to try to make him look
For sure.
crazy in the light.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
for
hope
sure.
so.
I hope
Because
so.
if he turned down 30, he's taking bad advice from some people.
Man.
And because even I just don't see him getting that.
I don't see him
more
turning
than
down
that.
30. But he's playing a thin line, like both ways, because he's not holding out
Mhm.
and he's not getting his contract. So
Yeah, but that means
he's trying to play the good guy role. Like, I'm still gonna come in and work and show up to practice every day, but you ain't got paid yet.
what that tells me is that
Yeah.
you're gonna see a franchise tag put on Dak
Probably.
going into 2020. He's destined for that. There's just no way that, because Aaron Donald, right?
Okay.
He can sit and say, "Hey, I need 20 million." Like, there's no question.
Right.
And he lived up to his contract.
Right.
I don't see Dak Prescott having the leverage to say, you know what? I'm worth $35 million. I deserve more than Russell Wilson. There's no way.
That season that Zeke was facing the suspension and kept kind of postponing it, and he finally took the games. That was when the true colors of Dak showed,
Oh, no
because the
question.
team was on his shoulders then, and they, faltered. So it's like, oh, okay, yeah, you know what I mean? No, we're not doing this.
No way.
Like, nah.
Zeke, yeah.
Yeah,
Dak,
Zeke pay
hell
him.
no.
Zeke pay Zeke.
And so Zeke in big boy shape in Cabo.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
I mean,
Whatever. He better be. Shit.
They gonna call him.
Call him what?
I mean, they gonna get the deal done before the season starts.
Nah, for sure. They
Before
gotta
week
pay him.
1.
They got to pay him. They got to pay him.
Before
I
week
hope
1.
you're right.
Me too.
I think
I think they're gonna try their chances without him though.
No. I don't think
they
so.
are.
Woo.
They're going to lose that fast.
Let's keep it in the NFL, guys. After hinting at retirement, Oakland/Vegas Raiders receiver Antonio Brown has decided he'll come back to work. After an arbitrator ruled against Brown and his grievance for not wanting to change his helmet, Brown says he's working to get to full strength. He has a foot injury, cold feet.
Yeah.
And look forward to joining his teammates. Did AB stand a chance with this helmet thing?
Hell no. Hell no. They said Tom Brady couldn't do it.
Yep, Tom Brady.
They said Aaron Rodgers couldn't do it.
Couldn't
You
do
mean
it.
to tell me you think AB has the leverage of an Aaron Rodgers or a Tom Brady? Fuck no.
Well,
No.
the thing that I thought was in his favor was that the helmet wasn't ruled unsafe. It just was discontinued.
Yeah,
They
no,
just
for
don't
sure.
make that helmet anymore. It
Yeah.
wasn't ruled unsafe though.
Well, but it has to be within a 10-year window. So
Right.
what he found was a 2010, 2011
Yeah.
issued, I forgot the name of the actual shoot
air
air advantage.
raid, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So what does that mean for AB in the next 2 years? He's going to retire again? No. Man, come on. People replace motorcycle helmets every 5 years. And it doesn't take half the beating that a damn NFL helmet takes.
Yeah, but to that point though, athletes are superstitious.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So,
sure.
I know people who have, wear the same undershirt, after hopefully wash it.
Yeah,
or, tie the shoes a certain kind of way.
Right.
Just different. I know I just tie my shoes. I just tie my shoes a certain kind of way. You know what I mean? Like, it's certain stuff people do. So I get it.
Yeah.
But I'm not threatening to retire over that.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
Anybody close to AB or like that works with them, have to work with them to like, that's income financially like stable with them. It has to be hard to sleep at night
Because they don't know what the bag
Yeah,
is.
because like it's hard. They don't know what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
And
Go ahead.
nobody got the ball telling him you bullshit.
Yeah.
Nobody close to him. Nobody gonna close to him. None of his homeboys tell him, "Nah, you stupid."
T.O. started this diva shit, at the wide receiver position. It
don't
started
know.
with Keyshawn.
Yeah, I'm about to say
then it
Keyshawn,
transferred
yeah.
but I'm talking about like diva
Full
T.O.
diva, yeah.
Then you went to Chad Johnson.
Moss.
Then Moss. And then we see AB.
Yeah, AB.
Yeah, not for sure.
You got
It's
Chad
just-
Johnson out the league.
Yeah, it got Chad Johnson out the league. It's just not worth it.
Yeah.
It's just kind of silly that a 9-year-old helmet is okay, but that same helmet that is 10 years old isn't. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's why I say it wasn't ruled unsafe. It just discontinued, so they don't make it, and it's too old to be. Yeah, so
We'll see.
yeah.
Nah.
Y'all like the cold feet joke?
I know.
That was all right. Yeah, it was all right.
We don't hear it, but doing too.
Pretty clever, Jim.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, appreciate that, Weezy.
Yeah, for
Pretty
sure.
clever.
Let's move on to another diva. This time a college quarterback.
Uh-oh.
2017 High School Football Player of the Year and Ohio State transfer Tate Martell did not win the starting job at Miami. When news broke that Jaron Williams would start the opener against my Florida Gators on August 24th in Orlando, social media shredded Martell because he didn't show up to practice that Monday, and the speculation began. Where or what position will Martell play next season or this season?
He can't transfer it.
He would have to sit out a season.
Yeah.
So that would mean his third school in his first 3 seasons.
Yeah, he's out of there.
That's the worst move for him, though.
It probably is, but
Yeah.
I mean, HBCUs a little to have him.
Well, he could switch positions. Pause.
He's not doing
He
it.
don't want to switch positions.
Now, he's super athletic.
He is.
He's 5'11", 2. Oh, bless you. He could decide to play wide receiver. Braxton Miller did it.
Yeah.
Julian Edelman did it.
But they did it at the next level, though.
Nah,
Right? Braxton was a senior.
Yeah, senior year,
You're right.
And then, what's my guy? Travis Kelce. He was a quarterback at Cincinnati. He transferred to tight end.
Yeah.
Well, not transferred, switched positions.
But Tate, he can't. I don't think mentally he would be able to switch yet because he already transferred because of the same situation.
Right.
So I don't think mentally he can say I'll go play receiver or safety or something like that just to get on the field. Like, no, I'm a quarterback. You recruited me to play quarterback.
Sure.
You brought me in here to play quarterback. Now you picking somebody else over me. He'll just leave.
Go ahead, Joe.
No, you got it.
I hate it for the kid because Bishop Norman, right, where he came from.
Bishop Gorman.
Bishop Gorman, yeah. And so he's recruited for your boy's system.
Yeah.
Urban Meyer.
Yeah,
for
he's
sure.
recruited for your boy's system.
100%.
Yeah.
He would be cold because his boy's fast. He can.
Yeah.
He's athletic. He's one of the athletic quarterbacks. He
can get
good.
Yeah.
But Meyer's not there no more.
Quarterbacks are just hyped up way too soon, man. I mean, he has to stick it out because if he transfers to another, he'll have to go way down. Like,
Yeah.
he's going to have to go to mid-major football, which might not be the best place for him. It's a Gunnar Kiel situation. The guy transferred 4 years, one of the best quarterbacks, ended up playing Division II football at one time. So I think the best course for him to stick it out and be a college quarterback, because that's what he's waited to do for 2+ years. He'll just have to wait a little longer, but Tate can play. I'm going to go out and say it. Tate Martell was my guy when he came out.
I didn't want to say it.
That was my guy. Tate Martell was
I'm
my
glad
guy.
you said that.
Yeah, it was my guy.
Kevin G.
Yeah, no, for sure. That was my guy, and him, and even looking at it, my other guy, Jonathan Fields, is also struggling to get the starting job at Ohio State.
Yeah.
So, but I was right about Trevor Lawrence.
Justin Fields.
Yeah. Justin Fields.
He's struggling over.
Struggling.
Yeah.
Struggling to get the starting quarterback job at Ohio State.
Yeah,
That's my guy.
Yeah.
But I was right about Trevor Lawrence, though.
Yeah.
So,
And your guy in Alabama.
oh, to it. We got to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Just stay low key fine.
That's
That's
it.
That's it.
You better win it.
We'll see next. We'll see next Saturday.
Sure.
I'm pulling up on you next Saturday.
No, you're damn lie.
I'm pulling up on you.
Yeah, right.
Because y'all got Miami out the gate.
Yeah, we got Miami at the gate.
Ooh.
Be straight. They ain't got a quarterback.
They don't.
They ain't got a
They got a
quarterback.
freshman. They got a freshman.
They ain't got a quarterback.
Do y'all?
Yeah. His name is Felipe Franks. He had better numbers than Jay Fromm last year. Look it up.
Oh shit!
Look
Let's
it
go, man.
All right, man. It's been a football heavy first half.
Last week it was NBA. This
Yep.
week it was football. Yep.
All right, so this is the hot topic of the week.
Yeah, let's
So
do it.
on August 13th, the NFL announced that it was entering a partnership with Jay-Z and Roc Nation. That's the entertainment company that Jay-Z founded. And they're going to have to reportedly going to work out for several months. They've been working on this for several months, excuse me. It means that Roc Nation will help advise on selecting artists, I'm doing air quotes, for major NFL performances and the Super Bowl. The deal effectively gives Jay-Z a major role in developing one of the most watched concerts in the country. Also, Jay-Z will be a part of the NFL social justice movement and their Inspire Change initiative. Later on this week, it was announced that Jay-Z will also have a major ownership interest in a team. The team has not been announced, but apparently Jay has pulled off a power move. Mm-hmm. Some are a little head scratching about what's going on here. Yeah. How do you guys feel about this situation?
Well, if you look at it just in black and white, it looks funny, right? In the light, in the light, it looks very funny. Yeah. Him saying you don't need me to the NFL, you need me. I don't need you. Sounds funny right now.
Yep.
There's more than one way to skin a cat. I really do think that the kneeling had jumped the shark, right? There's no flame in that anymore.
Oh, no.
I think that's reached its zenith.
Yeah.
It's nothing more that can be done with kneeling, right?
Just kneeling, correct.
Just kneeling. That makes, so in turn, when him saying is, I think we're past kneeling, that's what he means by
Let's
that.
put some action behind it.
Just put some action behind it.
Okay.
The NFL held the spot as the highest rated TV shows or television Nielsen ratings, 1 through 10, all 10, all NFL games. Mm-hmm. So in turn, it's the kneeling isn't working right now. So it's cool for us to try something else because 1 through 10, that means 10 spots, all held by the NFL. Mm-hmm. That fan base is not moving. Yeah. So kneeling is not being affected.
Well, and we talked about this on the show. We know why it is because the NFL is the most inclusive sport that we have. Yeah. Tall kids, put them on the line. Big kid, put them on the line.
Yep.
Slow kid, let them hike it. Fast kid, put them in the backfield. You know what I mean? It's somewhere we'll find you a spot to play football. So more people can relate to, even if you never played past Pee Wee football. I remember being a center and playing as a team here in Nashville. So it's like, I get it why it's the top, number 1 rated sport. One thing that Jay is facing criticism from the Colin Kaepernick fan base.
For sure.
For sure. Possibly rightfully so. My question to y'all is, have we reached a point to where we feel like if Kaepernick is not involved, that the NFL can't make change? Because it feels like sometimes if that the Cap side of it doesn't feel like it can happen without Cap doing it. Yeah, I don't know if that's right, though.
Well, here's the thing about that, right? So I think the NFL is actually listening to the black audience, right? They're like, okay, cool, we got to find a way to re-engage this audience. How do we do that?
Okay.
We find a way to get their biggest person of their culture in on our side, and we can see if we can make some changes that way. Just see what the hell is going to go on before we sit and do this cancel culture shit, because that's what we're doing right now. We're trying to cancel this guy. We don't know exactly what the hell he's going to do with this position. I like it because I think it just shows the NFL is actually paying attention to the audience, and it's a step in the right direction. I think kneeling, for sure, we needed to do that. But, dude, he can bring in a different audience and also get to the point where we're trying to do is just bring more awareness to social injustice. That's it. That's what it's all about. It's never about kneeling. Yeah. It was never about the...
But Jay, was that the cover-up just to look out for itself?
That's the question.
But Jay literally said in the press conference, don't stop protesting. He literally said that. So what he literally said that.
But again, in black and white, it just looks weird because
I led with that.
I'm agreeing with you. It just looks weird because you were one of the people that was saying, like you said, NFL I don't need the NFL, they need me.
Right.
You wore the Kaepernick jersey on Saturday Night Live. You and your wife performed in a Black Panther suit in the Super Bowl. Like, there's things that you guys have done to look like you're on the side of the people, the people, wherever they may be, right? But then this drops, and it's like, whoa.
And here's the thing. What's really pissing me off is you have your girlfriend, Nessa, on Hot 97 speak out. Cap, for sure. And then you also have Eric Reed stand in front of an audience and say that this is not cool, and he should be ashamed of himself.
And that's why I was asking that.
When Colin Kaepernick get in front of a camera, is it you showing yourself working out and all this stuff? Get in front of a camera and say, I ain't talked to Jay-Z. I don't like this X, Y, and Z. Stop having people speak on your behalf. Speak on your own behalf, dog.
He never will.
And he needs to,
until he's because Cap's what, 31 now?
Yeah, for sure.
Until he's 35, 36, and the legs don't work as well, and the arm is starting to fall a little bit, and he knows it's over.
Yeah.
Until he knows it's over, he'll never speak out.
Because
he don't want his words to be held against him.
I just don't need Nessa talking about this. I don't need Eric Reed to talk about this. Him standing with I'm with Cap jersey.
Yeah.
Speak on behalf of yourself, dog. You're a whole man. Speak on your behalf. Jay needs to come out and speak on his own. Yeah. He had a whole press conference, but clearly he needs to speak on his behalf as well. I just don't like the narrative being talked about. Well, he didn't talk to Cap. I don't care who your idol is. It don't matter about that. Let him say that. I don't want to hear Nessa talk about that.
Right. And it's tough. And that's why I asked, have we reached a point to where people feel like if Cap isn't involved, we can't make change? And that's what it sounded like, though, because when people are saying that, it's like you got to include him, or else it's not the move.
Spoiler alert, dude! This dude is not going to play in the NFL again, so we got to find another way around.
That's my next question,
and that's the other way around.
If it wasn't last year, because now it's 2 years, right? Going into year three. Nobody's coming back. No, you're not putting a quarterback back there for 3 years.
I don't care how many videos you post. 900 days. I get it, dude. You're not playing again. Let's try something else, and this is something else. Now, until we get to a point and we can air Jay-Z ass out if he does something and it continue to look funny, but we have to give him the benefit of the doubt because he has not strayed us away.
We don't know
since
yet.
1996.
Let's see where this goes.
Yeah,
at this point.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I agree with that 100%. But yeah, Cap's not paying.
Yeah, for sure. Before we start with halftime, the NBA free agency frenzy is almost over.
Almost, Jesus.
Yeah, I know it's almost over because now we got to figure out what the hell they gonna do with Boogie. Damn, Boogie.
Put that time hello, please.
I hope so. Anyway. Speaking of free agent, the NBA sneakers free agency frenzy is just beginning. Most multi-year sneaker endorsements end on October the 1st. Okay. And once again, each of the top 5 players in this year's class are currently under contract with Nike. The brand would ideally like to keep all 5. Devin Booker, Luka Doncic, Kyle Kuzma, D'Angelo Russell, and PJ Tucker. Let's put our sneaker hats on. Where should Devin Booker go?
Adidas. He's an Adidas guy.
No.
Devin Booker's an Adidas
Devin Booker is, he's always shown in the tunnel what he's coming up in. Big drip. He'd be fresh. I think he'll sign with Jordan Brand, even though they've
maxed out.
They're maxed out, right? They're done. Tatum, Zion,
Westbrook. They don't have it in the contract no more.
Yeah,
they have the budget.
Because the budget is cut because no Melo and CP by them.
Melo still gets his own special issue.
Nobody
retros.
plays that.
CP still gets his shit.
I think they don't make him in production. Go ahead.
Stay with Nike. He got 2 big contracts from Phoenix, so he's good money wise.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully,
I don't think he's tripping about that. That's a good point, Weezy. Yeah. I think he got his big contract. I think he's ready to go ahead and embark this year. I think he'll make the playoffs this year at the AC. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
And I also think that he will take advantage of this and get it going this year. So I see him either signing with Jordan or staying with Nike.
You better go to Adidas.
That's where the money at because they got a gang of money. Yeah, speaking of a gang of money, Luka Doncic. What makes the most sense for him?
Adidas all over this one. Adidas. They just gonna throw him.
It makes sense because Kristaps is there as well. But I think if Nike's smart, they give him all the money for whatever it takes to keep him. Because he's going to be marketed in Dallas and set up. That whole campaign they're going to have down there for that team is going to be crazy. So Nike should try to keep him.
Antetokounmpo became the first European-born player with a signature sneaker. Yeah. So with Luka being a top 15 selling jersey, you have to make sure that you keep this guy. So no way. Yeah, potential crossover star already.
Yeah.
Kyle Kuzma.
Enter.
No.
With Clay.
No.
He's a Clay guy.
I can see that, but he got to get a bag.
Yeah.
Whoever going to give him the biggest bag.
I'm looking at this from a standpoint of getting your own signature shoe. That's how I'm coming from the thought process. Yeah. Like, Enter give him a signature shoe.
They better.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Adidas will pay him to be a Adidas athlete.
Right.
And Nike will keep him as, get some PEs or whatever.
Right.
But, if you want your shoe, go to Enter.
And then you look at it with Kuz, Nike realized his potential. He unveiled the Adapt BBs. Yeah. They use them in a lot of ads. So in turn, I can see him signing with Adidas, but he has that GOAT sponsorship. Yeah. So it's just going to get kind of tricky with him. But Kuzma is the most interesting to me.
Because think about it.
The drip.
Clay.
Go ahead, Joe.
Gordon Hayward. Kuzma. It works.
Man. D'Angelo Russell. What you guys feel about that?
That's Nike.
You got to stay there, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the Jordan. I'm trying to put everybody on Jordan. They just don't have.
They don't have that budget capability.
I'm trying to figure out, is the drip more value than having your own sneaker shoe?
That's true. That's true.
I mean, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
See, you also have to look at it too. If you already got your bread, it don't really matter,
Right?
Because it's more money on top of money. I can see people staying because you already got your big boy contract compared to a person like Isaiah Thomas who didn't really get that, so he probably would have signed with Answer as well because now he wishes he would have because he didn't get any bread on the back end, just like Boogie signed with Puma when he was on the up and up, and now it's been tough to sell.
So who was the last person we had?
PJ Tucker.
He ain't gonna sign with nobody. He gonna stay. He like to get fresh.
But here's the thing. PJ Tucker's value is not going to go any higher than what it is right now. True. So him going to somewhere, I think he goes with Puma.
I think
he goes
with
with
Puma guy.
Yeah.
You crazy.
I think New Balance
to give up all their shoes and stuff, hitting them Nikes, you crazy.
He has to get a check. This is it. He's going to have to get a check. And
I bet you
anything
you want to bet that PJ stays with Nike. Well,
Let's do it.
Get fresh.
But if PJ has anybody in his head and he say, "Man, I'm gonna give you 5 years, whatever, just to wear Pumas for,"
you got to go.
You got to take that.
You got to go.
He's a drip guy. He's a drip guy.
But he's spending money on that.
He spent $200,000 on sneakers last year.
It's about time to make some of that back.
You got to make that back. You got to make that back. So if he spent $200,000 last year, he spent $100 the year before that, then 50 to 100. You got to get that back. And I think Puma could do it.
Okay, do you think he can sign with Pumas and they tell him you can't wear Nike no more?
I bet they'll sign up to an exclusive on court deal or something like that.
Literally, no. If you sign with a shoe company, you cannot play or hoop in any other shoe but the shoe company you signed to. So hell yeah, he's going for the bag, and Puma got the bag for him.
And he can still wear his designer shoes.
Yeah,
walking
he don't
into
really do that.
I'm gonna say he could.
If he could,
yeah,
that's how you get it over.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, all right, whatever. You guys ready to get started with halftime?
Let's do it.
We're at the midway point. Enjoy all of the halftime festivities.
Halftime. We have another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. Coach Brown's a former TSU tight end and the current defensive coordinator for Hillsborough High School in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to the Burrows. Coach Brown will give an insight on hot topics from a former player and a current coach's perspective. Let's see what Coach Brown has to say this week.
Good evening. I am Coach Brown, and welcome to Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. We're going to continue our trek through the divisions of the NFL right now. We're going to talk about the NFC South and the AFC South. Let's start with the NFC South. I'm going to be honest. These two divisions, respectively, in the NFC and the AFC, are probably two of the more competitive divisions that you're probably going to see in both conferences. The NFC South, we have the Carolina Panthers, the Buccaneers, the Saints, the Falcons. Who's going to take it? I'm going with the Saints again. I think the Saints are going to take it. Drew Brees, Mr. Thomas, Alvin Kamara. The defense is stellar. They have an excellent defensive backfield. I don't see anyone taking this division from the Saints. Now, coming in a close runner-up, I'm going to go with the Falcons. I think the Falcons are going to be a close runner-up in this division, and this is a division that possibly can get 3 teams into the playoffs. We may see. We don't know. So the Panthers and the Buccaneers could slide in a wild card spot. That's my prediction for this division. Moving on to the AFC South. Okay. And yes, I said South, not South. Titans. I don't see them winning the division, man. I just don't. I think the Colts are going to win the division. I think the Titans are going to come into a close second. I think this is the year that they finally win 10-plus games. 10, definitely. I think that they're going to go 10-6. I think the Colts will win a division. And this is another division I think possibly can get another team into the playoffs. Mark my words, I really think that this can happen. The Texans, the Jaguars, I don't know about Nick Foles. I don't know about him as a consistent starter. I do know that the Texans have a solid defense, a good young quarterback. We're going to see. I mean, this could go either way, but I'm going to go with the Colts, then the Titans, and I'm going to say the Texans going to bring it in third. Those are my predictions, guys. Don't judge me. That's what I think. I'm going to leave you guys with the immortal words of Andre 3000. Wealth is the word. Riches round the corner from the curb. Don't like what I write? Shoot me a bird. Hey, marinate on that. Hey, I'm the coach. Coach Brown, it is. Rue, and I'm gone.
Halftime, and that was another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. The first thing you talked about, the NFC South. Who you guys have winning the NFC South?
Go Bucks.
Saints.
I got the Panthers winning. It's this time.
Yeah.
It's time. Cam.
I'm sure you
Yeah,
do.
But they can't get multiple teams in the playoffs, though.
34 touchdowns for Cam. Say right around 11 picks.
Okay.
100 and 100 for a C-Mac.
Sure.
Let's go.
Yeah, run them into the ground.
Yeah, no, for sure. Excuse me, thousand for sure.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, for sure. AFC South. You guys got winning AFC South.
Titans.
Colts.
I think Andrew Luck is going to regress this year because he's going to favor that calf problem that he has going on. I got the Titans winning AFC South.
You jumped on the bandwagon, isn't it?
My boy Vrabel.
You know what? They're 4 teams strong in their division.
The only thing I'm worried about with the Titans, cornerbacks and their quarterback. But that's because they won't have Marcus Mariota starting game 1. So we won't have to worry about him.
Anything you want bad.
Nah, sure.
Tannehill look good.
We'll see tonight.
It is tonight. Ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it here?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
You want to go?
No.
Too hot for that.
Yeah, too hot for preseason game, bro.
Andre 3000, he's one of the most overrated MCs in
I agree.
hip hop history. Yeah,
it.
for sure.
Yeah.
And so it makes sense. Coach Brown, he loves Outkast.
Is he overrated than
Whoever you gonna say?
Eminem?
No, he's not more overrated.
That's,
That's number
that's
one.
the one more.
That's number one. But Andre 3000, number 2. No question. Not even close. Because we are grading him on a scale where he's splitting half an album with somebody.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, he got to just give us one album.
It's over with now.
Yeah.
It's over with. He plays
played
a flute.
Yeah, flute.
Ukulele and shit.
Yeah, the ukulele.
Yeah. Fuck out of here. Guys ready to get started? Second half.
The second half is underway.
Second half, the NFL Top 7 Series 2019, Part 4, man. Bittersweet. Cornerbacks and Safeties. I am J-Ho.
It's your boy, Big Jeff.
I'm Weezy. What it do?
Weezy, we asked our loyal listeners to make a list of who they perceive to be the top 7 cornerbacks and safeties heading into the 2019 NFL season. Now, again, for the last time, this list is strictly related to their 2018 and 19 stats. That's 50%. 50%.
That's a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a whole lot.
And the other 50% to have the best chance of maintaining their great play heading into next season. It's 50%, cameraman. For sure. He tight. That's funny. Yeah. Let's kick it off, man. The cornerbacks. Now, the shutdown corner is almost going extinct. The definition of a shutdown corner often varies. Some see it as a player who can take away an entire field or the number one receiver. Others view top cornerbacks as the ones who can take away half the field in zone coverage, which Jeff's guy, Josh Norman, made famous along with Richard Sherman, who are both not mentioned in our list. Spoiler alert.
I see. Hey,
Without further ado, let's talk about the top 7 NFL cornerbacks heading into the 2019 season, who are last year's top 7, Jeff.
all right, number 7 was Marcus Peters. Number 6, Richard Sherman. Number 5, AJ Bouye. Number 4, Casey Hayward. Number 3, Pat Pete. Patrick Peterson, I mean. Number 2, Jalen Ramsey. Number 1, Xavier Rhodes.
Xavier Rhodes was number 1. Let's kick it off with the 2019-20 list.
Hold on, before we move on. You know it.
Shit.
No, real quick. this is recorded the thing. 5 of these people are not even on the list.
Nope.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Goodness.
Let's kick it off, man, with our number 1 from last year, Xavier Rhodes. Did not make the list this year. After going to 2 straight Pro Bowls and earning a 5-year, $70 million extension in 2017, he suffered a major drop-off, posting the lowest tackles, pass deflections, and interceptions of his 6-year career. He had 1 pick, dog.
1 interception.
He had 1 pick. Yeah. He remains one of the most physically imposing cornerbacks in the NFL. But even his coach, Mike Zimmer, came out and said, hey, we need a lot from Xavier Rhodes this year. He let us down last year, basically. Defend your Florida State corner that you bragged about, and we're happy to hoist him up as the number 1 last year, Jeff.
I mean, you gotta level off sometimes.
Sure.
So, the Vikings as a whole underperformed last year.
Underperformed, for sure.
You breaking Kirk Cousins, that's what happened.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? So, he'll be back to Pro Bowl status this year.
I think
book it.
Him being 29 years old, I think we've seen the best of Xavier Rhodes, which is unfortunate.
I think this is going to be his swan song.
Okay.
Like this year, going into this year.
I got you.
I mean, it's a similar. We always fight back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next person, Casey Hayward, number 4 on our list last year, 29 years old. Depending on who you talk to, Casey Hayward is either supremely underrated or a touch overrated. He's had 3 seasons with 0 picks, and coming off a 2018 campaign, which he not only had 0 picks, Weezy, he deflected just 8 passes. So, but here's the thing. This is how you got to kind of look at it, too. Yeah. He also only allowed 32 catches a year after finishing as the #1 graded cover man in the entire NFL with 7 picks. So, we could say the same thing, Xavier Rhodes. We've seen the best of Casey Hayward in 2018, and then with 2019, I think this was just a sign of things to come. Unfortunately, still lockdown though, just not better than these 7 guys we mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, only allowing 32 catches.
Dude, that's nuts. I've been trying to tell you about a lot of these guys on this list, and y'all talking about Weezy. Last but not least, let's talk about Jeff's boy, Tre'Davious White. He wasn't ranked last year, but he's only 24 years old. Most young corners find themselves with a crazy learning curve, transitioning from college to the NFL. He did not have that problem. He's an exception to the rule, man. 48% of catch rate among passer ratings, 64%, which was a little, his 2018-19 season wasn't as great as his rookie season, but he still had a solid year.
My type of corner, too. Very physical.
Very physical.
Only allowed 30 catches.
Yeah. Yeah, not for sure. Numbers aren't gaudy.
That's good, J.O.
He had 6 picks in 2 years, though, y'all. Let's just keep it a buck. He's super feisty, very efficient, and I think this is his year. I think he will transcend. I had him number 5 on my list.
How many picks is the average corner supposed to get?
It depends. I would say on a normal year, to be a top 7 player, you at least need 3 or 4 picks
a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's say 3.
I was 4 is no 3 or 4 because both his years in the NFL.
3 or 4 is different. So if you get 3 and they get 4.
He only allowed 30 catches, though.
30 catches.
That's why he's number 5 on my list. But we talking about, and we're going to get to this list very soon.
He was number 7 on my list.
He was number 5 on my list. Tre'Davious White is locked down.
Locked down.
Yeah.
30 catches.
Hey, Buffalo Bills, yeah.
I'm just saying, Bills Mafia. I ain't want to go there.
We're going to talk about some Bills. We're going to talk about some Bills. Let's kick it off. Number 7. Who we got, y'all?
Xavier Howard.
Yeah.
Miami Dolphins.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jay fought hard for him. This one of your guys.
No, I just saying, listen, I'm not taking Xavier Howard as my guy. He is not my guy.
Oh.
But.
We all that beautiful bean footage back.
No. All I'm saying is, he's not my guy.
Okay.
But he deserved to be on this list. It ain't no question, man. I think casual NFL fans scratch your head. You hear Xavier Howard. He got a $76 million contract extension in May. Highest paid cornerback in the league.
Okay.
But listen, dude, he had 7 picks last year. That's nothing to sneeze at.
He got to just stay healthy.
That's it.
You got to stay healthy. You got to be on the field 16 games.
And 19 pass deflections. That's a lot.
Or is he getting thrown at a lot?
Get thrown at a lot.
They testing him. He's still, they definitely testing him.
Yeah.
I'm telling somebody else they testing on his list too. I'm gonna get to it.
What we talking about? He only allowed 29 catches, y'all. People talking about keep throwing to him.
I'm just asking the question.
And he scored 4 touchdowns at a cornerback position.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, dog.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, y'all.
He's a player. He's
boomer bust.
Yeah,
he's boomer bust.
But he's definitely. I would like him on my squad. It's my second corner.
For sure. But
not knockdown. But he's second.
To get an extension, the highest paid any player at his position in NFL history.
That's crazy.
That's nuts, man.
Yeah.
So I guess they're banking on another great year. But he had a really great year, and there's no way. Who's number 6?
My guy. Atlanta boy of the Saints. 2 years ago was the defensive rookie of the year. I'm sorry, what? Okay, he did have kind of teetered off in the sophomore year.
He allowed 48. They were lighting.
Let him call the stats out, Jay. My goodness, relax. Okay.
Okay, he did have a sophomore slump. I will admit that the defense was not as good as a whole last year as it was the year before. They gave up more yardage and more passing. He did. In 2 years in the NFL, he has racked up 111 tackles, 30 pass breakups, and 7 picks and 5 forced fumbles in 29 games.
All right, Jay, tell us what he didn't do.
49 catches in 1 year.
Yeah.
And there's no way. And then we got a person that only allowed 29 catches behind him. And also he scored 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And his passer rating was lower. Come on, man.
He's a player.
Xavier Howard is a player. Marshawn Lattimore, listen, super gifted.
Yes.
One of the most gifted up and coming corners in the game. Marshawn Lattimore is not on my list because he had a shitty 2018
He had a
season.
bad sophomore slump, as most people do. That second year is usually one of their worst years because the game catches up to you. The third year is where you come. Most people have. If you're a musician, your second album is usually your worst album because by the time your third album comes around, you figured out the game.
Yep.
This is his third year. Now he's gonna figure out.
As I was reading about Marshall Lattimore, they said his DC. I forgot his name. Coordinator. What's his name for the Saints?
I don't know the DC.
I forgot his name too.
Okay.
But what he said was he's one of those guys where the corners, corners come in either they're very, very technique or they're not technique at all.
Yeah.
This guy's not. It's just
I can
tough.
see that.
It's tough. It's tough to coach him because he does what he wants,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and you live and die with it.
And they died.
That's a good corner though, because you got to have that confidence to
Right.
where if he catches the ball, cool, come back, throw it over again,
Right.
throw it over again.
What I'm trying to tell you.
Throw it over
Marshawn
again.
Lattimore did not deserve to be on this list, but that's Jeff's guy.
Shout out to my guy D Harris. He always tell me as a cornerback, you gotta have a short memory,
Mm-hmm.
let it go, come back over this way.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens next time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's move right along to number 5. It's Kyle Fuller, not ranked last year, 27 years old. Only Kansas City Steven Nelson, who we didn't even mention, was targeted more among cornerbacks last season than Fuller was. And what he did, seven picks, dude.
28 pass deflections.
Come on, man. Now, listen.
They come at him though.
They are fine. Listen, 113 targets.
That's what I'm saying.
69 catches. That's really good, though, considering the fact that we're talking about we scoot up to a person like Xavier Howard.
Yeah.
They only threw the ball at him 57 times.
Yeah.
So that catch to had 30 pass breakups, dog.
Yeah.
Well, how many of the passes coming to him is the quarterback under pressure from Khalil Mack? You know what? I gotta get rid of this ball. Damn, bad pass. I picked it off.
Yeah, no, I think
That's a lot.
Kyle Fuller, and he had a slow start to his career. His first 4 seasons was dabbled and dabbled with some injuries and things of that nature. But if he stays hot, the Chicago defense will remain a force.
Yeah.
And I think as we talk about one of these safeties that are coming up soon, Kyle Fuller, man, he's been outstanding when he's healthy, man. One of the most consistent corners in the league. I had Kyle Fuller at 6 on my list. I had Tre'Davious White ahead of him.
I had Cal Fuller like 4 on my list.
Yeah, I can see that.
Kyle Fuller was right where he is right now.
What we got next, William?
No.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, this your man.
No.
This we gotta talk about.
All right,
your
let's
man.
talk about
Yeah.
it.
Go
Let's
ahead.
talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it. Number 4 is Chris Harris.
Yeah.
He wasn't ranked last year, which is crap. 30 years old. And I can sit and say this with all the confidence in the world. Chris Harris is the best slot cornerback in the game, the best of his era, and probably the best of all time. But throughout his career, he's developed into outside cornerback this year because of the loss of Aqib Talib.
Yeah, okay.
He allowed 40 catches on 64 targets, y'all. 1 touchdown, 3 picks. Opponent passer rating, 63%. Dude, he was,
40 catches on 60.
these are just on the outside.
Okay.
In the slot,
Okay.
15 attempts,
Okay.
only allowed 20 receptions. That's bad math.
Yeah,
It's the
okay.
opposite.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Okay,
I got you.
so,
I was like, wait.
That's bad math. Yeah, no, for sure. But just you have to realize what dude does in the slot is
Yeah.
not
Not
comparable.
easy, yeah.
He's a beast. He's
In
the
the
best
slot.
slot corner in the game.
That's fine. He's a specialist. That's fine.
But you have to be. I had Chris Harris at number 3 on my list because if you're the best at something,
Right.
you have to be in the top 3 because those 2 guys in front of him are beasts because they play on the outside.
I had Chris Harris at number 5.
I think-
Number 6 on my list. Excuse
I
me.
think Jay just sold me on him because the
Okay.
slot is pretty much a main position in the NFL.
It's a lot of receiver. Yeah, you're right.
Today.
Yeah. It's
So-
a safety valve.
Right.
With defensive
And
fly
you're in the
around
middle of
right
the
now.
field,
Yeah.
so you ain't got sideline to help you out. You're in the middle,
So you're going to give up that catch, but then not give the yard after the catch.
right?
but you
It's
can't give up.
the most important part is not giving that first down.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, he's 30 years old, so it's gonna. I think we've seen the best of Chris Harris,
Mm-hmm.
but we do not talk about him enough, and him being the best at his position. And Aqib Talib kind of took away a lot of his shine in his, I would say, his best year.
I mean,
Now, let me tell you something, Chris Harris.
Who's out there snatching chains?
Now let me tell you something, Chris Harris. If you're listening, once you
You-
pass 30, Jay don't count you no way. Your age,
take it to the basket.
yeah.
I'm just saying, Father Time is undefeated.
Hey, your age counts. It's a very, very.
Jay take athletes to the pasture at
Like
30.
30. Corners, you got to go. I
he
see
old,
real
so
reason.
he done.
He's done for sure. Who got number 3?
Number 3. You want me to do number 3, Joe?
Go ahead, Wiz.
Number 3, Pat Pete.
Pat Pete.
Pat Pete.
Even though he won't play, but 6 games, he's going to miss 6 games this year.
For sure, for
But
sure.
last year's stats, he had 54 tackles.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't tackle.
Yeah.
That's good for him. That's good for him. And 2 interceptions and 1 forced fumble. So, Pat Pete.
Okay. Let's just have a real conversation about Pat Pete real quick.
Okay.
Is name recognition keeping him in our top 3, or is he still performing at a Pro Bowl level?
Still performing.
You think so?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Because that Cardinals 2018 team, nothing went right. And, that O-line kept the offense on the field a lot. Kept the defense on the field. Yeah. And in turn, Pat Pete, in certain situations, they played a lot of man coverage. Mm-hmm. So him only having 30 receptions on 52 targets is great. 3 touchdowns. He's everywhere on the field. Still great as far as footwork. Right. The only thing that I worry about with him is that he, again, is 29 years old. I'm telling you, man, that is the age.
Get the Google already.
Dude,
get the Google already, Weezy.
At 30, watch. Because we look at it, what Xavier Rhodes do at 29 years old? Come on now.
Well, I'm going to tell you how Pat Pete is still valuable.
Okay.
Anytime a team sucks like that, the first thing they do in the offseason is go win. You know what?
Let's trim some fat. Let's trim some payroll.
Yeah, let's see who we can trade and get some value for. Mm-hmm. They could trade him and get some good value for him right now.
Yeah.
And they didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Cardinals have to pay a lot more man coverage because I think he's the best, one of the best. Him, Jalen Ramsey. Mm-hmm. Maybe you can add in a couple of other people as far as straight man coverage. If you use that a lot more, you'll get the best of Pat Pete.
And to do that, because they have to drum up pressure, so they got to do blitz packages and things like that. So it does leave them out there one-on-one coverage.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you only play man 28% of the time you're on the field, you're not using your corner at the best of his ability.
Gotcha.
Yeah, not for sure. But Pat Pete, I had him 4th on my list. Mm-hmm. Really cold. I think we are going to see the downside or the decline of Pat Pete.
I had him 2 on my list.
I had Pat Pete 3 on my list.
Sure. Let's move right along. Speaking of number 2. Yep.
Also a Seminole.
Also a Seminole. Like you, ain't nobody else been a Seminole.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
All right.
Also a Seminole. Young Jalen Ramsey, man. As I spoke about earlier, players coming to that sophomore slump. He had it last year. Jaguars underperformed out of third year. Coming his 3rd year.
He comes to his 4th year. Right?
No, it's 3rd year.
He's going to his 4th, right?
You're right. 3rd year. You're absolutely right. Yeah. 3rd year was a slump for him.
Okay.
Take all that back. 3rd year was a slump for him. He had a bad year. Jaguars did all the way around. But as long as he stay away from Taylor Lewan's podcast, he's going to be fine.
He'll be fine.
They're going to bounce back.
Yeah.
He's not coming into the season talking about quarterbacks that he thinks is terrible. This is going to be his year. He's going to be number 1 on this list next year. Book it.
Jacksonville's defense fell off last year. Let's keep it above. AJ Bouye got exposed. Yeah. Shout out to DP. I know he's listening. And you go from 1st to 6th. The buy-in, let's just keep it above. Jalen Ramsey had a bad year in 2018 compared to what he did. Just toss it out.
It's admiration. It's not the full thing. This is not going to be what he's going to do.
Dude, they were targeting Jalen Ramsey this year.
Yeah.
97 targets, and he allowed 53 catches. Got 3 picks, though.
Yeah.
So he's a boomer bust player like we talked about. Marshawn Lattimore, Tre'Davious White. Just a bunch of these players.
My type of players.
Yeah,
right?
your type of players.
Guys,
yeah,
right?
all your guys.
Yeah.
Like, the thing with Jalen Ramsey, I was watching NFL 100, and all the players said, you can get him one time a game. You're going to get him one time a game. It's your best chance to get him early. Because after you get him, the best chance to get him late. Because if you get him early, he's not going to give up no more the rest of the game.
Yeah.
But you can definitely get him one time a game.
Yeah. And he's so confident. Like when you talked about having a short memory.
Got to.
Jalen Ramsey is the definition of a kid that has a short memory. And he's really, really good at covering. He's better at man. Yep. I think they tried to add a little bit more zone in, which he doesn't really thrive at. But Jalen Ramsey in any walk of life, I'm not taking a cornerback in front of him other than Joe Hayden.
Oh, no.
He had to get Joe.
I got to get my dog.
We went this whole top 7.
Nah, ain't no way. Ain't no way. I thought about wearing my Joe Hayden jersey today. I should have. For sure.
I've been hard.
Yeah, I know. For sure. My guy. Still got to represent my guy.
Joe Hayden.
A dog.
You fall for Joe Hayden.
Still a dog. Starting cornerback. He got the 2-3 back. So he went 23 this year. Watch what he does with it. Here's the thing. Joe Hayden turned 31 this year. You see the decline? Okay, I'm just telling you.
Joe Hayden,
got to watch it.
Get the Google on Joe.
You better know it. Who we got number 1, Weezy?
Number 1, your boy.
Yeah.
Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah.
Consensus.
That's a consensus, right?
Yeah.
The funny thing is he was a Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
And the Bills just let him walk. The number 1 cornerback on the top 7 list, just let him smooth walk out the door.
But we did what Weezy said the Cardinals probably should have done with Pat Pete. We didn't trade him, of course. We tried.
Right.
We weren't going to pay him what he deserved.
Well, not for sure. He's just dominant, man, in the slot and on the outside. That's why he is the number 1 in this list, man. You just look at, he had 27 slot targets. and in turn, they only caught 5 passes in the slot, 13 catches on 55 attempts. Like, come on, man. You're really trying this, dude?
Right.
And it's not happening, dude.
Yeah.
He only had 1 interception in the slot, but in turn, the way that he just defends in the slot and on the outside, nobody else on this list is doing that besides Chris Harris.
You know what hurts about him being number 1, Pause, is he, like you said, he was a Bill.
Yeah.
We had him in-house.
Yeah, I know that hurts.
And he went in our division and got, 2 rings already since he's been there?
That sucks.
Yeah.
It's trash, man.
You just got to look at the total of 109 targets and you only get 48 catches on you, dog. 4 picks. Lockdown, man.
Yeah, lockdown.
He doesn't have the pizzazz of Jalen Ramsey, the cool factor of Pat Pete, but he is there, man. Yeah. And listen, what I'm trying to tell you, nobody talks about it, but Stephon Gilmore is the best cornerback in the NFL, not named Chris Harris.
Let's move on.
So let's go back through the list, man. Number 1, Stephon Gilmore, 28 years old. It's crazy. It's time. Jalen Ramsey, number 2. Pat Pete at 3. Chris Harris at 4. Kyle Fuller at 5. Marshawn Lattimore reluctantly at 6. And number 7, Xavier Howard.
Oh, my goodness.
At 7.
Yeah.
That is our list.
Who's gonna be on this list?
So clearly, okay, we'll go with that one. Who's gonna be on this list next year?
Darius Slay.
I was gonna go with Darius Slay too.
I like Darius Slay like
I
that?
do.
Yeah.
Who's my person gonna be
I
on
think
this list?
that team as a whole, Detroit as a whole, gonna be better. And
Really?
he's gonna show some people some stuff this year. I'm not saying they're gonna make playoffs or run like that. They're gonna be competitive. Gonna have a run game where the defense don't have to be on the field all game long. He's gonna be all right.
Who's not on this list next year that's gonna be on this list? Man, I think Denzel Ward.
That's a solid
From the
pick.
Browns.
Solid pick.
Cold.
Solid pick.
He better than Marshawn Lattimore.
Man.
That's our list. Let's move right along to the safeties. And it wasn't long ago that the safety position somewhat of an afterthought. Those days are long gone. As you put a free and a strong safety, help mold the dynamic playmaking defenders who can cover and both hit the ball. Pause. Now, without further ado, let's go through the top 7 safeties heading into the 2019 season. Before we do that, let's go over last year's rankings, Jeff.
At number 7, Devin McCourty. Number 6, LaMarcus Joyner. Number 5, Landon Collins. Number 4, Tyrann Mathieu. Number 3, Kevin Byard. Number 2, Earl Thomas. Number 1, Harrison Smith.
Sure.
Ooh, it's a good list. It's long in the tooth. That list is long in the tooth.
It is long.
Older list right there. Let's get to the honorable mentions. The first person we talked about, nobody on this panel, esteemed panel, had any love for. So I'll talk about it. It's Malik Hooker, 23 years old, just his second season in the NFL. He was on the field for 977 snaps and saw just 9 targets all season. 977 snaps, cameraman. You only get 9 targets? Really?
That's a stat.
That's a stat, man.
That's a stat.
Come on, man. You don't throw his way.
That's a big ass stat.
Stat.
Now that I think about it.
Come on,
That's a
man.
stat.
Don't.
All right, move on. You got it. We got it.
Jay.
Yeah, we got it.
It's
Got
number
it, Jay.
7 on my list. So I'm just saying, man. Just that's the ultimate sign of respect when nobody throws near you. Cause you know why? You ain't open. Nobody's open on his side.
What's the next person on the
You
list?
better damn know it, cause nobody want to talk about that. People talk about how good Darius Leonard and shit was.
We still on it.
We ain't gonna talk about how good Malik Hooker was. Let's move right along to Devin McCourty, old ass. He's 32 years old. Oh shit. Been one of the most consistent safeties, but he got votes, but Malik Hooker didn't get a vote.
Devin McCourty is, when you're doing the top 10, top 7, just off of technique, off of respect, off of game alone, he should be on the list.
He only missed 5 games in his 9-year career.
Is he on
See
the
what
list?
I'm saying?
Is he on the list
That's
just
consistency.
because
5
of
games,
longevity, right?
Hell yeah, he's still playing at a high level.
High level.
Yeah,
He's a Titan too.
he was a
He
Titan.
was.
Yeah, he was. He was. But y'all teams just make it rain.
Our word.
Nah, my team.
Our word.
We hold on to ours. They just don't be good.
T.O. called.
T.O. Cole, he was 30.
Yeah,
He's 30. You know what we do at 30?
Nah. He
Where's
wasn't
the glue
30 when he
gun?
left, y'all.
He was 30.
Oh,
He was 30 when he went to the Bengals.
No, T.O. when he left y'all and went to the Eagles.
Oh, he went to the Eagles.
Yeah, forgot about the Eagles.
I showed-
Yeah.
we let him go.
Then he went to the Cowboys.
He's a diva. He's a diva.
Say what you want.
Yeah, and Dion.
Yeah.
And Jerry.
Dion wasn't no Dion. He was a hired assassin one year.
Yeah, 1 year.
Yeah, he got a ring.
Yeah,
He got a ring. It was his best year too. You damn right. That was Dion's best. Anyway, and the number 3 person is Malcolm Jenkins, 31 years old. Not a slouch at all.
Nah.
Some people still living in fall 2017 where he had those 5 picks that year, but he got absolutely torched in the playoffs last year.
You on the road, dog.
Great player.
You gonna get your respect, games.
But Malcolm Jenkins, there's no way Malik Hooker should not be on this list, dog.
Want to change it real quick?
Nah.
I wish. Number 7. Who is number 7?
Malik Hooker. Nah. Let's start off with number 7. Weezy. Who we got?
That's your guy. You fought for this guy.
I did not fight for Adrian.
I'll take Adrian Amos.
I sure didn't want to.
Shout out to AB.
Yeah.
He's a Packer. Paying him to be great.
Yeah.
You know, 2018 had 73 tackles, 2 picks.
Yeah.
That's your safety right there.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it. Let's move on.
That's all you got. That's it. That's all you got, Joe.
He should be 7. As a young player, this guy's he's gonna have his best years out ahead of him. Their defense is much improved.
Dog.
Their defense is much improved.
Where is the stat when it's 977 snaps when you're on the field and they only throw your way 9 times, dog?
Oh, he's still making Malik Hooker?
And you know what Malik Hooker, how many picks he had? You know what I mean? It threw to him. He had 3 picks.
But can he stop it? Can he play both? He playing running the pass.
Adrian Amos ain't doing that. This is the thing. The Packers are paying him to be borderline elite.
That's what he's doing it.
And he's just pretty good.
Move on to number 6 already?
No, Adrian Amos is number 7 and will be higher on this list going forward. Book it.
Adrian Amos is good though. That was a great get. It was a great get for him because he's better than Ha Clinton.
Absolutely.
He's better than Ha.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. Malik Hooker should have been on this list. Anyway.
All right, number 6.
Number 6.
He only played in 3 games.
Oh shit. 4. It's 4 games.
It's 4
games.
Yeah.
But he also had 3 picks in 4 games.
Talk to him.
3 picks in 4 games.
Hooker.
And he was number 2. Wait, he was after him.
He was number 2 last year, wasn't he?
Number 2 last year.
Earl, flick you off. Thomas.
How old is Earl?
Just turned 30.
Just turned 30.
Just got the glue gun.
Earl.
It was first 6 NFL seasons. He didn't miss a single game, y'all.
Yep.
He was basically a linchpin on that Legion of Boom defense. He's missed 19 games in the last 3 seasons.
That's tough.
Come on,
That's
man.
tough.
Still, the Ravens went and gave him $55 million. So
That's a lot.
you have to look at it and you have to say, hey, he's going to come back 100%. But you can smell an injury if you miss 19 games in your last 3 seasons. You didn't miss any games in your first 6. Yeah. Father time again will catch up.
And he's a violent safety. He's making a play. Yeah. So
he's a safe bet to be on this list every year as long as he's healthy.
He's strong safety, right? He plays like a free.
He plays, he played free. Because remember, Cam Chancellor was a strong safety.
Sure was. Linebacker, really.
No, he was a damn linebacker. Bam Cam. That was my guy. One of my favorite safety done. Been retired. Sure. Move on to number 5. This is my guy. Number 1 last year. I don't know how the hell he got to number 5.
Are we going to explain it?
Yeah,
we're going to explain it.
But he's 30 years old, and his name is Harrison Hitman Smith.
Where the glue gun at?
Yeah. It's close. Yeah. The stats and tapes tell a story about a high-quality player we've come to expect. On 36 targets, he only allowed 24 receptions, scored a touchdown, 3 picks, 2 pass breakups, and 2 sacks. He's everywhere on the field. He's a linchpin in that defense. Like Jeff talked about with his Vikings defense, Xavier Rhodes, Everson Griffin, Barr, all these guys saw a step back because that offense wasn't as explosive because Dalvin Cook wasn't out there. You had Kirk Cousins trying to figure out the offense, Stephon Diggs, Adam Thielen Lee. So, listen, Harrison Smith is a dog. And I have him a little bit higher on this list, but not much, just because of how great the safeties are in the NFL this year.
I had Harrison Smith number 2 on my list. Ooh. Just because.
Let me tell you why Weezy had him on it. Because he can stay in the box or he can play free.
I'm a physical guy, man.
I had him number 6 on my list.
Yeah.
You played him. You played him.
I said it.
Yeah, that's very disrespectful.
You played him.
I said
it. All right, number 4.
That what hurt him though, and I'm gonna get that. He got torched in the playoffs that year.
Yeah,
that's what did it. Yeah. But in turn, he's still, I think, one of the best safeties because a lot of these guys on this list haven't showed to their true potential yet. But we're carrying off potential, I guess.
Eat a couple of steaks, go be a linebacker. Leave that secondary alone.
Nah, because this guy is. Let's get there. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Who number 4, Jeff? Your guy. Let's talk about it.
Yeah,
this is your man.
Wait,
him and Weezy. These guys fought for this guy. Said he was the number 1 safety, and Weezy, did you not have
one team, one dream. Man.
Oh, okay. I'm
I
just saying.
didn't say he was number one.
Weezy, did you not have Jamal Adams at number one?
He's one on my list.
Hey, you fight for him, nigga. I didn't have him number one. Jamal Adams for the Jets. Now they're going all in with the Jets defense this year.
Yep.
They believed in their young quarterback on offense, so he's been brought in to do what he has to do. He plays both. He's a corner. I mean, he can play corner. He can cover. I mean, and he's gonna stop the run. He's gonna make a play.
How many years has he played in the NFL? How many years has he played in the NFL?
Why does it matter?
2 years, right?
Yeah, two. Yeah, two.
He's played 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Well, how many picks he got in 2 years?
2, 6.
He got one.
He got 2.
He has one pick to his name as a
Strong
number
safety.
play.
He's strong safety.
Strong safety.
We just named 4 strong
extra
safeties,
line.
and they got 4 picks each and
He'll
every year.
get there. He'll get there.
He got 1 pick.
But when they running the ball,
Yeah.
where he at?
Nah, he jumps off the
Exactly.
He jumps off the field. It ain't no question. He's a quasi linebacker. Here's the
Exactly.
thing, but you have to be able to make plays though.
He can make a play.
He's not making any plays.
As a rookie, he went to a defense, a team that was the Jets sucked.
Yeah.
They suck.
You know,
They're a top 10 defense now.
We
And
talked
he's a
about it.
part of it.
Now we talking about some teams. We done had some bad teams that we talked about. Xavier Howard played the fucking Miami Dolphins. He got 7 picks.
You can't debate with this guy, man.
Nah, I'm saying
Because the thing about it, and I love it though, because Jay's a numbers guy. But the thing about when it comes to stats,
Until it comes to
you
his
can
guys, he's
skew
fucking-
it. You can skew them stats however you want. Because you could say a guy like Xavier Howard had 7 picks, they were throwing at his ass all day long. You know what I mean? Like you can
but
say
those
that.
numbers are skewed. You know what I'm saying?
Like that's what I mean.
1 pick to your name, no, Jeff, and you had him in number 1.
This is
I
second
didn't
year,
have him
Jay.
at
No, he's going into his 3rd year, bro.
I had him
He's going into his 3rd year.
No, he's not.
I guarantee he's got 1 pick to his name.
I had him at number 4.
Yeah,
He was a rookie last
bro.
year, dog.
He was a number 6 pick in the 2017 draft. You want to look it up?
I'm willing to bet that.
He was a 6th pick, 2017. 2 seasons, bet it.
No, I ain't betting.
Yeah, I bet he ain't.
He
2
called my
seasons.
bluff because that ain't true.
Bet it.
No.
Bet it.
Somebody look it up.
He played 2
Carry
seasons. He got drafted 6 overall in 2017. 2 seasons. He got 1 pick.
I don't have a bet.
And y'all got
I'm
this
saying
man at number 4? I had him number 6 on my list.
I have him number 4.
I ain't gonna tell you why I had him.
You
had him at number 1.
You had him number 1. I didn't have him number 1.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I have
I
number
get it.
4.
So it ain't no 2 seasons. Yeah, I already know.
I didn't bet it.
That's a real answer right
Here's the
there.
thing. Jamal Adams is cold. I'm
Yeah.
not taking anything about him. This is the thing. He's not better than people that are playing in the same exact position, Jeff, and they making plays.
But the thing is,
With the less
with
talent.
the criteria
I get it.
is factoring in coming into this year as well. You gave the glue gun to pretty much everybody behind him
yeah, for
almost.
sure. I did. I'm just saying.
I'm just
Harrison
saying.
Smith is better than him right now.
Start the team right now. Where you going?
Tomorrow, like
team
we got 1 year.
1 year.
We got 1 year.
No.
Who else is out there?
You're a GM.
Oh no, I
you
gotta
got
go with the
Jamal.
U's.
Okay, then.
You gotta go with the U's. Gotta go with the U's. Number 3. And this is disrespect.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you got this one too. Go ahead.
Eddie Jackson. He wasn't ranked last year. He's 26 in December. Jackson had a decent rookie season in 2017, but really, the thing started rolling in 2018. He became, I think, the best cover safety, not named KB, in the NFL. He allowed just 24 receptions on 44 targets, 3 touchdowns, and 6 picks at the safety position, cameraman. 6 of them. He had 6 picks.
He also
8
played.
pass breakups, I think, and that is the best among safeties in the entire NFL.
You ain't gonna say he plays with the best secondary in the NFL?
Oh,
The best secondary in the NFL?
No,
No,
sir.
it's got 1 corner. Kyle Fuller's the only corner. The other corner is who? Rashawn Breeland? Who they got? They got Jonathan Franklin, the other corner? Who the other corner?
I don't know, but you said earlier. You
They got a
know,
coach. Now they have the best defense, collective defense. They got a defensive end. It's Khalil Mack, who's a good fucking animal. You understand what I'm saying? Then you got your linebacker with Roquan Smith.
You didn't want Khalil Mack.
Yeah, I think Von's better. I think Von's better. But Khalil Mack gets all the love from this Chicago fan base.
You're right.
But Eddie Jackson, man, huge hand about Chicago's defensive turnaround. This dude he's special, man. Those 6 picks, they don't even tell the full story of how good this kid is. A playmaker. I don't think that there will be a regression like we saw as far as numbers. I still think he'll have 5 picks. He's just everywhere on the field.
Yeah, he does fly.
Special, man.
Yeah.
Special player.
3 on my list.
I had him in number 2 on my list.
I hope he buys Khalil Mack a car.
He's number 3 on my list.
Yeah, for sure. Where you have Eddie Jackson, Weezy?
He wasn't on my list.
Oh,
He wasn't on my list.
Let's move right along. Jeff, you got this, your man.
this is disrespectful.
No, it's not. You're damn lie, because Eddie Jackson better than him.
You.
He's a Seminole.
Number 2, I wasn't even gonna lead with the 6'2" Seminole. I wasn't even gonna lead with that.
6 picks.
Where's Picks at?
105 tackles, 3.5 sacks, and 3 picks.
What's his name, Jeff?
Young Derwin James from the Chargers.
Okay.
It's former Seminole.
Now you want to talk about a productive safety when you coming into the league,
Huh?
your first year? It's Derwin James,
There
not
we go.
Jamal Adams. No safety in the game shows the value of the position like this dude. He's the total package at the safety position.
Yeah.
Productive.
Yeah.
Just everywhere. 44 catches on 62 targets, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks, sacks. He's blitzing. He's
105
covering.
tackles.
Come on, man.
He should be number 1.
He's not number 1, but he is very productive, dude. Great run stopper. He's just, if you're looking at a prototypical, like if you put, you say, hey, I want my safety to look like this, it's Derwin James. It's not even close.
What we do at Florida State? We
Come on,
we put the secondary.
Come on, man. You got one safety in this whole thing.
We got one safety who's arguably the best.
In one corner.
It's arguably the best.
And they all were recruited by who?
Jimbo.
Yeah, I don't know, right? You'll see.
They recruited to be Seminoles.
He still got a lot of room to grow. That's the scary part.
Yeah, he does.
There's no
He
question he might be the number 1 safety next year if Eddie
Yeah.
Jackson doesn't maintain the great year that he had. But that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Go ahead.
The number one safety in this thing is Kevin Byard from Middle Tennessee State University.
Absolutely.
Number 3 last year, 26 years old, and is the highest paid safety in the entire NFL.
He deserves it.
And he deserved it, dude. Since the merger.
Yeah.
11 safeties have grabbed at least 10 interceptions in a season, and none have did them after 1986 when Ryan Lott had 10. 9 picks, and you go down to his 8 interceptions in 2017. It was remarkable, dude.
Mm-hmm.
He is a great safety. I think he's the best safety on a. And listen, he ain't got no help over top. Malcolm Butler is trash. You got Dory Jackson, who's just okay. Dude, he is everywhere on
Fight
the field.
Weezy. Gotta fight
Kenny
Weezy.
Vaccaro
You gotta fight
is
Weezy.
the only help.
You gotta
That's the
fight
only help
Weezy.
he got. Kenny Vaccaro's the only help he got. Is Malcolm Butler help?
Nah, he's not.
Okay, is the Dory Jackson solid help?
He's getting there.
He's solid. Kenny got hurt last year. That boy's out there by himself. He's by himself. Balling.
Yeah.
Balling. If
2 years in a row.
Kevin Byard played for the Dallas Cowboys and he went to Ohio State University, it would be jerseys.
Yeah.
It would be. He would be on the front of
He'd
Madden.
have a cross trainer.
He'll have he was signed with Nike. He'll be.
Yeah.
Listen, what I'm trying to tell you, nobody even knows who Kevin Byard is. He's the best safety in the NFL.
Word to Deion Sanders.
Man, come on.
He's
Man.
the best safety ever come to play with the Titans.
Hell no.
Blame Bishop.
Blame.
Okay. I was gonna
Hey,
say.
if you have another year like this, it's KB.
Yeah, it's a talk.
It's KB.
Man. Yeah, it's a talk.
And he's not a one-trick pony, though. He's everywhere, dog. He's covering. He allowed 21 catches on 30 targets.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Hey, you fighting for the Titan? I ain't got no problem.
He brings every attribute you want at the safety position.
Mm-hmm.
He's the best safety not named Derwin James, dog. I'm telling you that.
And that's
telling
why
you.
he's number 1.
Well earned, man. That
This
money that he
year.
got, well earned. I'm getting me a KB jersey this year. Trust and believe that.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to get that.
Me too.
Authentic.
Me too. Always.
You know
do.
what I'm saying, cameraman? You don't want to talk about it.
He wanted
KB, man. That's my guy. Shout out to KB. He don't get enough respect.
Deion owes him an apology.
Respect that man.
Yeah,
Man,
Deion
put some
Sanders.
respect on that man's name,
Yeah.
dog. He cold. KB, Kevin
he
Byard.
cold is what he said.
Nah, he is cold. And I can't believe you, dog. You had. I'll talk to you about that after the show.
Nah, you ain't talk to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna talk to you.
Uh-oh.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it ain't been a while. It could be today. That's what I'm telling you.
All right. At number 1, we had...
Yeah, with number 1 we had Kevin Byard.
Okay.
Number 2 is Derwin James. Number 3 is Eddie Jackson. Very disrespectful. Number 4 is Jamal Adams at 4. And he ain't. I'm gonna see.
You'll see.
Number 5, we got Harrison Smith. Number 6 is Earl Thomas, and number 7 is Adrian Amos.
My guy.
Malik Hooker should have been right there, y'all. That's so disrespectful, man. Who's a safety that makes it this year coming up?
Malik Hooker better make it next year.
Yeah, no question. I think he'll be top 5. Malik Hooker will be top 5.
I'm gonna go. I forgot his name. I'm gonna go with the safety from Miami.
Mika Fitzpatrick.
Mika
Fitzpatrick.
He go.
Yeah.
He go.
Yeah.
My guy is gonna be Keanu Neal from the Atlanta Falcons, Pro Bowler last year.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Should have been on this list. He better than.
Jay, he played one game.
No, I'm talking about his rookie year. He was a Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
What about your other corner that came from Florida? No,
There's a bunch of them. What we got? We got
And there's a bunch of them.
We got Quincy Wilson.
Yeah, those guys.
Quincy Wilson, T. Tabor in Detroit.
What T Tabor?
Fight for a roster spot.
No, you crazy. He's second in the cornerbacks for the line.
Where your jerseys at? Where your Florida jerseys
They
at?
don't make them for those guys.
He gonna have jerseys
I got
every week.
Fight for a roster spot.
I got Joe.
Where your jerseys at? You ain't got no Florida jerseys.
I got VH3. You want me to bring the VH3 back out?
Hey,
The VH3.
this is just in. He could have 8 jerseys on next for the next month.
VH3, man. We still fighting.
Still fighting for a roster spot.
He number one corner.
Yeah,
He number one corner in Tampa.
Trying.
Yeah.
Man, look at that defense. Look
I
at
mean,
that.
you want to talk about your corner?
Talk
What's
about it.
Tavares McFadden at?
Make sure you tweet
Has
it.
VH3 ever made the list?
Heck no.
Nah, he made the list. Tavares McFadden ain't even in the NFL.
Not at all.
And he was the number one corner. He should have came out with Jalen.
He should have. He
should've
stayed
came out-
around.
He stayed too
Wasted
long. He wasted that time.
All right.
Oh man, listen, man. Always a great time doing the NFL Top 7 series. Again, I really, really appreciate everybody that sent in a list. Even if they were trash, we appreciate them. Watch a little bit more football this year. I think the consensus with these lists, people watch a little bit more football this year.
Okay. Yeah.
And I take that as a good feel, because that means that you're listening to FSP
Yeah.
and you pay more attention to a little football, man.
This ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nah, for sure, man. Again, I think we go into college football next week, right?
Absolutely.
It's time.
Yeah.
It's time.
It's time, ain't it?
Game day.
Time.
Let's
Yeah,
go,
next
Coach
Saturday.
T.
You damn right.
Let's go, Coach T.
All right. Let's go, Coach T.
We opened up with Georgia.
Y'all play
And here.
Georgia?
Here.
First game.
Here.
way.
Got our ass
Dude,
whooped.
they first 3 games.
Yeah.
They got Georgia,
Yeah.
LSU, and who else? Stanford. Is somebody crazy like y'all played the first 3 games?
That's cool.
But y'all favorite after that though. But after the first 3 got beat.
Your momentum is dead after that. Shit. Jeff, got something before we get out of here?
Yes, sir. Let's move on to our new segment of the show. When did you fall in love with sports? All right, shout out to my guy at Golden Child 864. He sent this in for us this week. He says he fell in love with sports, sitting there watching his pops watch Doug Williams play football, and his pops explaining to him why Doug Williams was so special and why we needed to make sure we needed more Doug Williams in the world. So seeing Steve McNair after that, seeing the Vicks and quarterbacks after Doug Williams come off and prosper, that was when he fell in love with sports. Shout out to my guy at Golden Child 864 on all the social medias.
Nah, that's dope, man. Shout out to Mike
Gold
G.
Journal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to Mike G.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I was
real
at
name.
Golden Child. I was
Yeah.
saying, shout out to that
Yeah.
Golden Child.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mike G.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Got to get those out.
Yeah.
Again, we appreciate you sending in that, Mike G.
Yeah.
We got to get this fantasy cracking soon.
Yeah.
Got a big. Hey, what's up, cameraman? You been quiet since halftime, cuz. What's up? Huh?
He good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's good.
he good. He know y'all agree with me.
Yeah, not for sure. Again, we appreciate everybody sitting in the list top 7, man.
Yes, sir.
The offense and defense will be back next year, stronger than ever. We're keeping it at 7.
Keep it at
That's
7.
what makes the argument good.
Yeah.
And I'm guaranteeing that Malik Hooker.
Man, he better.
And listen,
Man,
Laquan
we don't.
Treadwell-
Malik Hooker, if you got
Quan Trell, that's your guy.
send some jerseys in,
Yeah.
send some
I'm
passes.
getting that KB jersey.
We'll
Trust
see.
and believe that. Find me
Nah,
one.
man,
I'm
you'll
gonna go down
find
to
it.
the
You
yeah,
get
get
it
that.
one.
Yeah.
You gonna go down to the stadium and get it?
Huh?
You said you gonna go
I
down?
yeah.
They got
I'm
that
gonna go get
discount.
that. Yeah, stitched up. I
They
need
ain't
it.
moving. Them ain't moving.
You say better. He the best safety in the court. Man, let me get out of here before I get mad.
They still wear
I-
Pac-Man jerseys in the
I ain't
Titans
gonna lie,
game.
I got a Pac-Man
I
jersey.
saw somebody in a Marcus Robertson.
See what I'm
shirt.
saying?
I said, what the? That's a safety for real. That's
Old
old school
time.
safety for sure. Now, tune in with questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
That the revolution will be podcasted. Weezy.
Everything paid for, baby.
Jeff.
Camera's always on, brother.
Cameraman. The revolution will be podcasted. We are out.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on prior episodes, visit the SoundCloud page. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend.